I'm selling my eBay business. How much can I get for it? Is it even possible to do it? Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Polish Pete, eBay reseller based in UK. I buy cheap ladies clothing in bulk and I sell them individually on eBay for profit. I'm also an unpaid carer for an elderly and disabled person who lives abroad. Today I would like to talk about reselling on eBay business to somebody else. And no, I'm not selling my business, guys. Sorry for the clickbait. Man has to eat, isn't he? Anyway, before we jump into the subject, if you wish to support me and this channel, please click the like button and consider subscribing. It's all free, takes 5 seconds. So guys, recently I was watching the video made by Reseller George, who has been talking about exactly this topic. So I thought that's actually a very interesting topic. So let me tell you what I think about it. And by the way, link to George's channel is in the description. If you haven't been there before, go and check him out. He seems to be a nice blog. I'm not going to go through the things that George has said in his video. Go and have a watch. I would like to kind of react to it and give you, as we say in Poland, my own 3 cents about it. So guys, in my opinion, the idea of selling your eBay business is, again, as we say in Poland, an idea of head that has been chopped off. It's preposterous. I mean, it's not even bad idea. It's literally impossible to sell your eBay business to anybody else for a reasonable amount of money. Let's cut that malarkey that we are running our own businesses. We are not. We are eBay subcontractors. Literally like the bricklayer who works on a construction site. In theory, he is self-employed, hence he's running his own business. But in practice, the house that he's building doesn't belong to him. He's not going to sell it after he finishes. The bricks don't belong to him. The mortar doesn't belong to him. Literally, his own business is this. Yeah? Literally 10 pounds. This and the skill and knowledge about laying bricks. And the same applies to us. The entire value of our business is our knowledge about eBay and about the stuff that we sell. And nothing else really matters. Guys, let's break it down. Yeah? Your eBay account, it's worthless. And I don't care how many items you've got listed, how many items have you sold, how many positive feedbacks you have, how many followers you have. Your eBay account is worthless for one reason. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to eBay. Selling, or for that matter, passing your account for free to somebody else is strictly forbidden. It may and it will result in account closure. If you don't believe me, go to Nic Hills channel, link down below, and find what kind of problems he had after changing minor thing in his business details that he had registered on eBay. Yeah, he had to kick up the fuss on YouTube before eBay has done something about it. I believe his selling abilities were restricted. I believe his payouts were restricted. I can't remember, I have watched it a long time ago, but it was a chore for him to sort it out. And I believe if he didn't have a YouTube channel, that would be impossible. Impossible. Also, about 2-3 years ago, I wanted my wife to register her own business, and I wanted to pass my business to her because I was staying here in Poland for so long. I said, let's do this. Yeah. Long story short, I contacted eBay and they said, no, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. She has to start from the scratch. There is no problem for you to pass entire inventory and equipment to her, no problem, but you can't pass your account to her. However, I was talking to George, and he said in the comments under his video, and he said in those comments that he has changed his account and put his account to his father, and then he did it back to himself, and he didn't have any problems. However, if you think about doing it, I would rather contact eBay. I would rather contact eBay before you do that, just to be safe than sorry. Yeah? Because to me, they have clearly said to me, if you'll try to do it, we're gonna block you. And you won't be able to sell on eBay on this account. Unless you can provide documentations that you've changed your name and gender. And that's it. So yeah, just contact them before you do it. So what's the value of your eBay account? Big fat zero. Big fat zero. Next, the equipment. Okay, my equipment is my laptop, my printer, and my phone, and my photo setup. And that's it. My laptop is 12 years old. Yes, you've heard that right. My laptop is 12 years old. My phone, everybody has a phone. What's the point to buy eBay business to get a phone when you already have one? Thermal printer, yeah, maybe. I've bought mine for like less than £100. And it's used now, so what? It's worth what? 50, 70 maybe? My photo setup is DIY, so it's worthless. Maybe somebody would pay a tenner for it, maybe. So rounding it up, my entire equipment that I use for my business is worth like peanuts. So let's talk about stock. My stock at the moment in asking prices is worth about £40,000. Can I sell that? Can I sell it for that kind of money? We all know that to get rid of this stock on eBay, I would have to do coupons, markdown sales, offers to watchers. Yeah, and there is also cost of running the shop, like shop subscription. There is cost of returns. There are promoted listings. So there is not a chance that I would be able to sell that stock to somebody for £40,000. This stock is not worth £40,000. If I was buying this stock from somebody else, I would pay maximum 4 or 5,000. 4 or 5,000. I would probably consider throwing in 1,000 or 2 if I could get photos. So I wouldn't have to do the photos myself. I could transfer those items from one account to another account, like I did from my second shop to my main shop. And if the seller allowed me to do that, I could maybe pay a bit more. Yeah, but no more than 20% of asking price. Why? Because the only person that can buy this stock is another reseller. They know the prices of sourcing, if that makes sense. And they won't pay 3 times as much as they can pay sourcing themselves. Yeah? There has to be enough money on the bone for them, for the buyer, to actually make money on it. Yeah? The only thing that they are saving is time to source those items. Let's break it down, guys. We have stock. Let's say that the asking price for entire stock is £10,000 for easy maths. For easy maths, yeah. Take 15% or £1,500 for final value fees. Take 15% or again £1,500 for offers, coupons, markdown sales, stuff like that. Yeah. Take 5%, so £500 for items that will never sell. Take 10% or £1,000 to cover shop subscription, cost of return, promoted listings, stuff that nobody on YouTube talks about, really. Yeah. And take another 5% to cover lowering your prices as times go by, as time goes by. Yeah, because obviously if it didn't sell for like 3, 6, 9, 12 months, you have to drop the price down. Yeah, and that's literally 50% of the value. £5,000 is gone. Yeah, and that's assuming that those prices are plus postage. If it's a free postage, you have to account for that as well. So if you pay for this stock like 20% of its value, you will be lucky to double your money at the end of the day. Absolutely lucky. If it comes with the photos, so you don't have to take them yourself, then maybe I would pay 20%. Otherwise, forget it. Forget it. So we have covered eBay account, equipment, and stock. What else have we got? Packaging materials. Come on, guys, be nice, be nice. A poly mailer costs 2.5 pence. There is nothing to talk about here. That's literally peanuts, a tenner. Nobody has more than 5,000 poly mailers at once. Yeah, social media accounts. If you can transfer them to another person, which is, I don't know if it's possible, then you would have to give me an evidence that those accounts have an impact on your sales. If you can prove that, let's say, 15% of your sales come from social media, not from eBay directly, not from eBay traffic, from your social media traffic, then we can talk about it. Yeah. If it's below 15% or you can't prove it anyhow, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, unless we are talking about number of followers that is at least like touching 100,000. So if you have an Instagram account with 90,000 followers, then we may talk about it, providing that those followers haven't been bought in India, which is a plague nowadays. Plague. Even Rishi Sunak. So for you as viewers, Rishi Sunak is a former former Prime Minister of UK. Yeah, even his account on YouTube has followers bought in India. How do I know? Because I've checked, and there are ways to check it. So long story short, unless proven otherwise, social media accounts are worthless to me, absolutely worthless. And that would be it. I think we covered all. Oh no, wait. There is one more thing, suppliers. If you have good established relationship with a wholesaler and you are willing to take me there, introduce me to that wholesaler and say, hey, I'm selling my business to this guy. Yeah, he's gonna buy from you now instead of me. Then, yes, I would be willing to pay for that. For a really good supplier with low prices, good stock, I'm ready to pay. Let's say maybe £1,000 this kind of contract. And then there is your knowledge. Nobody will pay you for your knowledge having free knowledge on YouTube. And that's it, guys. So if you will ever have a chance to buy out another reseller, either pay for his stock prices that you would pay when sourcing, with maybe some premium for saving time, and that's it. I wouldn't pay anything more. Or if it's more complicated, you will need to ask him to provide you with some screen shares of his account on eBay. Number of items listed and the value of the items. Number of sales and value of sales for last 90 days, so you can figure it out, average selling price. Return ratio for last 90 days. Promoted listings for last 90 days. Yeah, those sales mean nothing if he is paying 20% for promoted listings. Yeah, defect ratio, his item not as described and stuff like that. If he has 5% item not as described in last 90 days, then you have to assume then the rest of his stock is the same. Yeah, and you will have to bin 5% of the stock, and you will have to inspect every single item, which will cost you time and effort. Yeah, and then when you've got all those screenshots, you would have to go to his account, to his solds, check his solds for last 90 days, yeah, and check if there are any big ticket items. Because if his average selling price is like £10 and he has sold like 3 items for £100 each in last 90 days, then you know that this average selling price is fake, because those 3 items bumped it up. Yeah. So you have to take it into consideration. And then, only then, when you've got all that information, you can make an offer for his business. Yeah. So about, I don't know, 2 years ago, maybe a bit more, there was a reselling lady who I think, as far as I can remember, was from St. Helens, which is near Liverpool. So let's say about an hour drive from me. And she had 2,000 items listed on eBay, and she wanted to sell it. And she wanted £10,000, claiming that the reselling value is 25,000, which sounded reasonably. It was about 25,000 reselling value. So I said to her, I can pay 3,000. She said, whoa, that's not enough. She was absolutely, offended, literally offended. So I gave her those percentages that I have told you like 2 minutes ago. I gave her those percentages, and I asked her if she can provide any screenshots to prove that I'm wrong with those percentages. And if she can, then we can talk. She has responded that we are not going to make a deal. So I said, okay, no problem. If you need me, here's my number. Yeah. 3 months later, she phoned me asking if I will pay 4,000. So I went there and I have rechecked her stock in her shop, and it turned out that about 80% were small sizes. And at that point of my life, I said to myself, no more small sizes. So I said to her, you should have taken my offer back 3 months ago. Today, I don't want small sizes anymore. I can pay £800 if you can deliver, or £500 if you want me to pick them up from you. Obviously, she didn't agree. Guys, you can only pay for stock when there is enough meat on the bone. Don't be scared to walk away. Bad deal is literally not a good deal. it's a bad deal. Don't push yourself into the position when you will end up treading water. You will end up spending money without any profit, or with like a tiny little profit. Selling eBay business is a very interesting topic. Assessing the value of it is even more interesting topic. In my opinion, my business is worth about 10 to 15% of my stock value, and that's it. Unless I can find like an absolute idiot who will pay more. I wouldn't pay more than £4,000 or £5,000 for my stock. In terms of rest of the business, I don't care. I don't need phone, I don't need computer, I don't need photo setup. I've got it all. If I don't have it, I can quite easily and quite cheaply sort it out myself. And still, after paying that £4,000 or £5,000 for my stock, I would be like, have I done a correct move? Was that actually reasonable? So yeah, guys, that's my thoughts about selling or buying your eBay business. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. If you wish to support the channel further, please consider subscribing. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. God bless you all and bye bye.